In today's video, I'm going to be testing out scented lures versus unscented lures. I'm going to evenly rotate between, 3 to 4 casts. So I'll throw an unscented Bass Assassin paddle tail, and then I'll be rotating that with another rod. And on the other rod, I'll have a scented lure with either Procure or a Gulp swimming mullet, which Gulp has a really good scent. So the purpose of this video is to test out which lure catches more fish, scented or unscented. I'm going to rotate the lures out evenly so that I fish them the same amount of time and in the same areas. So there's got to be a big school redfish around here somewhere. So I'm going to stand up and look around for them. I really want to find a big school on this flat. So that's the first thing I'm doing today, is looking for a school in the super shallow water. The water's not completely flat, but it's really calm, so I gotta pay attention for movement. If it's a big school, you'll know because you'll see it. You'll see the water movement. They'll be pushing a big wake. So I was unable to find any fish on the flats. Now the wind's picked up, so time for some creek fishing. Perfect cast. That's it. Yep. It's a nice one. I knew right when I threw that cast that if there were fish there, I was gonna get one. This might be a slot fish. It doesn't feel too heavy. Yeah, I think it's a slot. Oh yeah, definitely. Doesn't really matter though, I'm not keeping fish. But that looks like a nice keeper if I was keeping fish. Let's get a quick measurement and then release on this fish. I'm guessing 21 and a half. Definitely like an upper slot. Well, I don't know if I'm gonna get a measurement or not. Alright, come on, 21 and a half. 22 and a half. Real nice keeper, but I'm gonna let it go. 22 and a half inch keeper redfish. Time for the release. Whoa. If you're enjoying this video so far, please don't forget to leave a like. And if you haven't yet, subscribe. Alright, here's a good test on whether scent works or not. This is the same lure, same jig head, just I didn't put any scent on this lure. And this is my first cast right in that spot where I just caught the last one. So let's see if it makes a difference or not. Alright, so you saw me do 1 or 2 casts without catching a fish on the same lure without scent. So the only thing I changed is I added Procure scent to the electric chicken paddle tail. So now this will be a really good test to see how effective Procure actually is, and that's a really good cast too. Alright, seems like no bite on the Procure. get one more cast, and then I'll move up. And not only will I move up, but I'll switch back to the non-scented bait. Try to catch the next one on the non-scented. Alright, well, there were fish up here. The only thing is they just weren't eating anything. Even the scented lure. Alright, so I'm not getting hits on either scented or non-scented, so I'm gonna have to switch it up. For the scented lure I'm gonna throw, it's gonna be my favorite scented lure there is, the Gulp Swimming Mullet. And this has really good scent, very strong scent. If you're interested in coming out to spots like this with me and you have your own kayak, I'm running a kayak fishing guide service. I can take you to spots where I normally fish and show you how I catch them. So if you're interested in the kayak fishing guide service and you have your own kayak, send me an email. You can find my email in the description of this video. Alright, this is without the scent at all, and we hooked one. A nice one too. He did not hit it very aggressively. Oh no, and he is going completely under me. This is not good because there's really nowhere to turn around. Oh, I'm gonna run into the rudder. I have no idea where he's at either. He's way over there. Oh, this is a disaster. Come on. Alright, there we go. That's a nice sized fish. Yep. He hit the no scent lure. Not aggressively, but man, he started putting up a fight. So far it's a tie on the scent versus no scent lures. Well, much bigger than the last fish we got, which was a long time ago because it's gone a while without a bite. This is an overslot for sure. Oh, come on. Oh no. There he goes. You can see him right there. Now, oh, and now he's running again. Oh, man. Alright. This has got to be the chance to get it netted. Kind of tangled in the line right now. Hope he doesn't get off. Come on. Yeah, that's how you know he barely hit it. The lure's like on the outside of his mouth. That's where he got hooked. Didn't hit it too hard. But he fought hard and he's still not gonna give up. Dang. Oh my god. Oh no, he's gonna under the kayak. He could run into my drive, which I think he is running into it. Now he's just sitting under the kayak. He's got to be stuck. So when that usually happens, lift up, take the drive completely out. There we go. So that gets it untangled if it was tangled on there, which I think it was. Alright, I think he's done fighting now. That was a long fight. Okay, not yet, but just about. There we go. That's a nice overslot. Oh, hard fighting fish. No scent needed to catch them, even on a slow day. The Bass Assassin Electric Chicken Paddle Tail. That's all it is. I didn't add any scent. Alright, this is a big fish. I'm gonna guess 27. Could be smaller, could be bigger. Can't really tell. Not bad, 28. Yeah, 28 incher in a tiny little creek. Nice 28-inch redfish in a tiny little creek. Get the release. There he goes. The water's so shallow you can just watch him swim. Look. He's swimming right back where I caught him at. So if you fish the Beaufort area, or you're planning to fish the Beaufort area and you're trying to find fishing spots, I've made 3 fishing spot videos, but they're only available to Patreon members. So if you sign up to support my channel on Patreon, you will get access to those 3 Beaufort fishing spot videos. There'll be a link on the screen now that you can go to sign up there. You can also find the link in the description of this video. Also, if you just want to support the channel and see more videos like this, signing up on Patreon really does help. So I'm still rotating back and forth between scented and unscented lures. So far, it's a tie. I got one on a scented lure and one on an unscented lure. Got excited thinking I hooked a fish, and it's just a stick. That's a bite. This time it actually is a fish. This is on the gulp, so the scented lure this time. Smaller red. So 2 bites on the scented and 1 on the non-scented. This is a little red. Little keeper size, maybe not even keeper. So, I really do think the gulp scent actually did help me catch this fish. That's a 15-incher. Not gonna measure it. Gonna release it and try to throw the unscented Bass Assassin lure. See if we can get a bite on that. There it goes. Got a nice one. I have a crab sitting out. Oh, it's not even that big. But this was on the gulp, so this was on the scented bait. It really does seem like on a slow day that scent does make a difference. This is a pretty good keeper. Not like a big keeper, but so the fish are here. They're just being really picky in this area right now. I don't know why, other than there's a lot of mullet around kind of scaring them and stuff. But that's probably 17-inch fish. Not a bad one. I'm gonna keep rotating between baits, so the next bait I'll be throwing is gonna be the unscented. But I really think the gulp scent helps in a situation like this. So there was a big school right out here. This doesn't, I'm not counting this in the scent versus no scent because I already decided scent matters. So I'm only throwing scented lures right now. But yeah, there was a really big school. Some super shallow water right here. This might be a slot fish. It'll be close. As you can tell, it's really windy out on the main water. Gonna get it back in the water as soon as possible. Not even gonna measure it, but that's probably a 23-incher, either like right at slot or a little bit over slot. No, let him go. Another one, little one. Fought harder than what it looks like. Smaller slot. Again, this is where I'm just throwing gulp because scent is really helping out. I'm no longer evenly trading between the unscented and scented. I'm just throwing scented because I've convinced myself that scent matters today. There you go. It's got 1, 2, 3 spots on that side. And I don't know how many on the other side because it's gone. Fish on right after the last one. Another keeper, smaller keeper size red. I don't know if the camera's picking this up or not because it's beeping. Yeah, the small ones, seems like the only thing they're gonna eat is the gulp. Probably the 6th fish of the day, but I lost count, something like that. So I think that scent is important on days when the bite is slow. There are some days when the fish are gonna hit anything, but today was not one of those days, and scent really seemed to actually help to get them to bite. So the conclusion of today is that scent actually did make a difference, especially after I switched to gulp. That gulp scent really seems to make them want to pick up the lure when they're being picky. So it was 3 fish on the scented lures and only 1 fish on the unscented lure, but that 1 fish was the biggest fish of the day. So I'm interested in what everyone else thinks about how important scent is for catching redfish. So please leave a comment and let me know what you think. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't yet. Thank you for watching.